my, it's because I will put it in YouTube and give Venkat Garu the link and everything. Okay. So let me get started. A bit about me. I'm an immigrant. I studied in India. Like I said, I was frustrated with the lack of clarity. When my older son was applying to colleges, I was not a counselor and I really, really struggled. And about 5 or 6 years back, we didn't even have a lot of Facebook groups or anything. Only now that it has come, I just wanted to make it my mission to demystify the process. I quit my corporate job as a corporate misfit. I went to UC Berkeley, did my college counseling there. Okay, so I have a background in counseling and coaching, and I specifically work with teens because I just love that how fertile their mind is, and you see the tangible transformation and results in teens, right? So that is my specialty, my strength, and my purpose. I believe that every child is unique, and I was put on earth to help them reach their maximum potential. Got it? So that is the way I look at it. Every child is unique. They are not together at all. So I'm a Tony Robbins certified life coach. I apply some of his mindset principles into my coaching. Okay. And I want to tell you that I don't follow like one leader. I just follow everybody and take the best juice out of them. Got it? So that's how it is. I'm a positive psychology coach, that is an ADHD coach as well, an executive functioning skills coach. So executive functioning skills are the prefrontal cortex of the brain. I have to tell you about that because this is where all their skills are developing in teens between 15 years to 25 years. Okay, their concentration is right here, the prioritization, organization, and also also metacognition, which is questioning yourself. There are 12 skills that are getting built in the prefrontal cortex of the brain. The thing is, it's still developing, but our school system and everything is so hard, so it's putting so much pressure on their brain, which is still developing. You understand? It's like a tiny sapling, right? If you have the curry leaf a plant in your house, it's still growing, and you want to pluck all the leaves and put it in your cooking, right? So that's the way it is, right? And that is why I make it my mission to have a 360-degree understanding of the Gen Z and teens. Okay, so that's one of the things. I'm also a meditation instructor and a pranic healer. I do struggle with mental health issues like depression and anxiety, and it sort of helps me. And this whole business like saved my life in the sense like I was not happy in the corporate world. I was not doing something that was aligned with my purpose, and now I'm at the happiest, right? I see my students getting into colleges, working with them with like scholarship offers. It's beautiful. Okay, I'm living my life, so thankful to God. Okay, and also I'm a college counselor from UC Berkeley. And now students who go to UC Berkeley, sometimes they come and shadow me to learn my counseling techniques and everything. And I was trained under a leading college planner by the name Evelyn Alexander. She teaches at UC Berkeley. So that is my qualification. And right now I've built my whole practice in such a way that I've gotten experts into that. I don't claim to be an expert, right? I have 15 people working now, and it's grown, and we are impacting so many students. Okay, and right, my mission is to demystify the college complicated, and I do that through the social media as well. And you can even join my Facebook group. I'm just going to put it in there. You will find all kinds of information. There's no need to purchase anything from us. Okay, like I don't believe that you need to like buy things from us. There's so much information that we share that we share so much information, so please consume it by going to our Facebook group and asking questions, even anonymously. That's perfectly fine. Right now, we have nearly 10,000 people, and it's growing. Okay. Our agenda for today, you're going to see the cost of college. I have to show you that how the college admission process works. Okay, then scholarships. Please, I'm also going to show you like how students on visa can win scholarships, our results and edge. Okay, and I'll show you that it doesn't matter whether you're in grade 8 or in grade 11. You need to understand this. Okay, and everything. I'll show you what needs to be done. Okay, so this is a free scholarship course guide that you will find like what are the kind of scholarships that you can win, how to build your resume, your activity list, your scholarship essay, and everything. It's all in the profile building. Your package, how good is your package? That is when colleges throw money at you, right? So that's what I keep telling is that build your package, build your profile, your profile, your profile. Okay. Yes, free scholarship course. Please hang in there till the end. And are you ready to make an impact in your child's life? Say yes, no, or a thumbs up, thumbs down, just to keep the energy going. Otherwise, it's like I'm the crazy person who's talking all the time, right? So please, thumbs up, thumbs down, and everything would be good. Some sort of acknowledgement. Okay. Great, 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 great. Okay, so let's get started. Our successes, I just have to tell you, my students have gotten accepted into Stanford, Johns Hopkins, Berkeley, Cornell, everywhere. But please let me tell you that we do not categorize or say that only one set of students need to come. I've had students who are below average, average, above average, and they all hit it out of the ballpark. Okay, so it is like smashing. I have students who come to me who have learning disabilities, like on the IEP 504. If you have your child is struggling in school, please, I have free course on how to approach the school for IEP of 504. Okay, it's like holistic, right? We want to help you in that as well. And as well as students who struggle with depression and all kinds of gender identity issues, they all come to us and we guide them. We are very nurturing and empathetic in terms of helping children, okay? So please don't misconstrue that I take just the top 1%. No, I take everybody, okay? And yes, and our counseling results, typically my students have won over 5 million in scholarships, okay? And then they get accepted into 90% of the colleges that they apply to, and they get multiple scholarship offers, okay? And the number of colleges that they've gotten accepted is a lot, okay? And right, so let's go ahead. So how does this process work? Let me tell you one thing. Great grades and test scores are not enough, okay? Like when I was in India, my brother went to the library and got the other RECs, which is NIT now. It's Regional Engineering College. I studied in Regional Engineering College, which is like the tier 2 Ivy in India. You have the IITs, then the REC, which has become NIT. So my brother went and got the form. I just filled out the form. I went to Suratkal because I'm from Karnataka, did my counseling and landed in REC Calicut, which was one of the best places to study, right? But now here in the States, it's expected to build a profile. They want to see the student's personality, their contribution, something that they do outside the four walls of the classroom. That's what I'll tell you that. Okay, they want to see the student's personality along with great grades and test scores. It's needed, but it's not the only top thing. Okay? So here are the questions that the admission officer is asking. And it's the sum total of all 4 years, okay? All 4 years. If you're in the 8th grade, start working, not academically. I have a different way of guiding 8th graders, and I'll show you when I come to that, okay? How you can prepare your child for high school success. So when the college admission is looking at an application, he's asking the question, how are your grades? Okay, I'll look at the transcript. Are you academically capable of studying in our rigor? Okay, you're applying to Georgia Tech, Mish. They're all nerd schools. They are very competitive, right? Or like Case Western and all these schools. Okay, our school is competitive. Are you capable of studying here? And how do you show that? By your course rigor. What courses you've selected, right? What unique qualities do you bring to our college? That is the extracurricular activities. Okay, what have you done uniquely? You sing, okay, you dance, you play sports, you do volunteering, you do extracurricular activities, you do everything. That is extracurricular activities. And what impact have you done so far? Because the past is equal to the future, right? So if you have done something in the past, you've gone out of your comfort zone and you've taken on something, that means you are not going to be afraid to test something out. They'll take you. And does your profile have potential? Right? So you always need to look at, this is what I teach. My counseling is completely different. Okay. There is no cookie cutter curriculum that I follow. I create it. Okay, and in my counseling, students play as role models. I mean, sorry, as college admission officers. Okay, we give them profiles and tell them select, not just select. Why did you select? Right. So that is how I teach very, very, very practically in the college admission process. Okay. Next. Okay, so this is the college admission process in a highly selective college. Okay, there are a regional admissions officer. For example, you're in Phoenix, so there'll be a regional admission officer for Arizona. I'm in Pennsylvania, there's a regional admission officer for Pennsylvania. I'm just going to take you the example of Duke. Okay, Duke application process. Okay, so this regional admission officer it's like an account manager for marketing and sales, right? He's an account manager. He or she knows about the makeup of the Phoenix school. Okay, you have what is that basis or the regular school? They know everything about it. What is the curriculum? What is that? They are fishing. Okay, they are fishing for the right candidate to put them into Duke. Got it? So they are the fishing people, right? Hunters, right there. I'm just kidding. So like that, what happens is an application is received, the regional admission officer is like, oh, wow, I had this candidate. Oh my God, amazing. Really going to look good for Duke and is going to like go be massively successful, make a lot of money and give it all to the alumni and make Duke rich. Let me tell you, it's all corporation and all America, like how to get rich. That same thing is there. They're just looking at how the student will study in Duke, go out, make money, and give them a building or something. Just kidding, right? So that's what it is. So the admission officer collects the applications and pitches it. There's a committee that's sitting in Duke. Imagine like a long table with all people, like serious people wearing jackets and sitting there and picking students. They will fight, they will argue, they will shout, they will scream because you have regional officers from different areas trying to pitch their students, right? Oh, please take the student from Phoenix. He's so exceptional. You know what? He did research in this deep field. It'll really look good in Duke and everything. And then you have some sports people who would have told these regional admission officers, hey, we need a swimmer. We need a swim kid. Can you please get me that? So the regional admission officer is fishing for those kind of applications. And then they will pitch. Okay. And the admissions committee will vote. Okay. And it will be acceptance. Oh, wow. Yes, Duke. Denial, does not meet a requirement, or waitlist. Let us see if we can get a better set of fresh set of people. I'm just going to keep certain things aside. I mean, yeah, I'm just going to put them aside, check if there's anybody good. If there's not, then I'm going to recheck this and then give them that. That is waitlist. Okay. So this is the admission process. Any questions, please chat them. This is like, you need to understand that how this works, because I don't want you to go blind, right? Like this is the application process for a highly selective college. Okay. Okay. So now that I just told you at a very, very high level, right? It's at a high level, which is like quite vague. Now I will break it down into grades and steps and everything. Okay. So basically, there are 12 factors. This has been determined by the National Association of College Admissions Counseling. I'm part of that. Being a counselor, I'm part of many associations, and we pay a lot of money. I pay thousands to be a part of them, and we get the firsthand information that you will not get on Google typically. Okay, so these are the 12 factors. If you're multitasking, please come back because this slide is super important. Okay, so these are the 12 factors: grades, test scores. Please don't think that it's become like test optional, the testing is going away. No, highly selective colleges like Ivies and everything have reinstated the testing, right? They want test scores, like Dartmouth came out, MIT came out, and everything. And also test scores help with a lot of scholarships. So please do not ignore the testing. It's never going to go away. Another reason, it's a billion-dollar industry, tutoring for SAT, ACT. So it's a big lobby. They're not going to get away with it. Okay. So always remember that. Strength of the curriculum. Okay, it's like strength of the curriculum is your school offers like X number of APs and everything, or this they want to see how the student has challenged themselves. If you go to basis, it's already the curriculum is already set, right? Where from until 11th grade you do your APs, and then in the 12th grade you focus on your applications, right? So they know all of that. The admission officer will know the makeup of it. Then essay. Essay is something that we focus only on the senior year. Like when you're applying to colleges, you don't need to worry about what essay topic you're going to write and everything. Okay, then counselor recommendation. Counselor recommendation is very important. There are three factors in the counselor recommendation. Then the students demonstrated interest. Like, is the child really interested in that school? Did they attend? Did they go and visit that college campus? Did they take an online college tour? All those things they track. Then teacher recommendation. The counselor recommendation is school-wide comparing the high school, but the teacher recommendation is within the classroom. How does the child participate in the class? Do they show intellectual curiosity? Do they participate in discussion? All that is teacher recommendation. Next is the class rank. A lot of schools don't offer class rank, but it will show up in your recommendation, but they don't reveal it. But you will know that you're part of the top 1%, 5%, or 10%. This class rank estimation is important because there's some very exclusive programs like Hofstra. My student got into Hofstra for the BSMD program. BSMD is the accelerated medical program or the combined medical program that a lot of students apply to. And basically, Hofstra is an extremely good college. It says on its website that you have to be in the top 5% to apply to their program, right? So you need to have a guesstimate where you stand. Then extracurricular activities are very, very important. I'm going to dig deep into this. And also a rule of thumb is do an activity where you can show outcome, show a result, or show impact, like tangible that a person can see, right? So that is something that should always look for when you're looking for an extracurricular activity. Then subject test scores are important, the AP test score. If you get a good AP test score, then you can transfer credit to college and you will save a lot of money. So my son graduated with 20 APs. I was not a counselor, and he was also a valedictorian. So he transferred a lot of his credits to Georgia Tech. He graduated in 2.5 years. Okay. And also then he did his master's there. He's already joined Moderna and everything. So it really helped us save a lot of money by transferring credits. Then interview. The Ivy Leagues have interview. Then I counsel for the BSMD program, which is the medical program, and they have a mini medical interview, Casper, and everything. So interviews are very, very important. Then state graduation exam scores. If you're in Pennsylvania, they have Keystone. I'm not aware of what Arizona has. So these are the 12 factors needed for college admission process. Any questions about them, please chat them. I will address them. Okay, so this is something that I need you to remember when it comes to the college process. Okay. Okay. Any questions about this? Please type them. I'm going over. Okay. 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 Now I have told you all the ingredients, right? Now what I've done, I've told you what the ingredients. Now we need to start cooking it together, right? Create a recipe. So you need to create a profile. A profile is a combination of grades, test scores, extracurricular activities, volunteering, all of them, all put together. The ingredient, we're baking a cake or cooking something, right? So that's what is needed. Okay, so number one is you've got to plan for all 5 years. Planning is everything, right? If you just go blindly, then I've seen that it doesn't yield good results. If you plan, at least you can keep changing the plan, but have like an outline that will help you. So you plan for all 4 years. I'm also going to speak about how to prepare for middle school. Okay, so let me back up a bit and go back to how to prepare for middle school. Okay, so middle school is a time where 8th or 7th or 8th grade is when they're transitioning to the high school. Okay, high school is a whole different ball game where you have to be independent, completely independent, like going away from the middle school. And also what I've seen in the States is unfortunately, In the elementary and the middle school, it's very, very easy. They're eating cookies and not putting that kind of effort. And when they come to high school, it becomes like a hockey stick. Okay, the deliverables and everything are so hard. And if anybody says that the US high school system is not good, India is better or whatever, it's wrong. It is very, very hard, and you can make it as hard or easy as possible. So in the 7th or the 8th grade, this is what I recommend, is building your problem solving, critical thinking, logical reasoning skills. Okay, more than your math or science proficiency, it is building that concentration. So if you are in 7th or 8th grade, please, what you have to do is 20 minutes every day, sit on your dining table and get your children over. And there are critical thinking, solving puzzles and everything. You go to Five Below. Five Below used to be a bookstore which turned into that. Get all those puzzle books, like word searches, mazes, comprehensive, like English comprehension and everything. Before Amazon killed all the teacher supply stores in America, I used to visit all of them and collect all those books, have like 4 or 5 books and sit with your child. And what do you do at that time? No devices. Even you're not checking WhatsApp or Facebook. Your children are sitting there on the dining table. Okay. The first few days when you start this, they say, oh, I have to go to the bathroom. Oh, I have this. Oh my God, my stomach hurts, my head hurts. Do not give up. Have that routine. And you tell them, just solve one page. Okay, so one page. What you're going to do is you're going to sit and make them different things, puzzles, word searches, and everything. And if you are in the 7th or 8th grade, then you need to prep them for Johns Hopkins Center for Talented Youth, which is the SCAT exam, SCAT, or the ACT exam. So the SCAT tests them for all those kind of skills, and also help build your child's IQ. The biggest problem that we've seen is this is the most distracted generation, right? Their brain power is 3x. They can process much better than us, but where they lack is discipline and distraction. And this is why 20 minutes a day, they are problem solving. It's not math, it's not science, but developing that concentration. Got it? And I will also share with you some IQ books and everything if you're on my group. I give that book. It's got a lot of things. You can just take a printout of it and make them sit. You know what? They're going to get frustrated because they can't solve a problem. But guess what? They sat 20 minutes to try to solve that problem. That is precisely important when they're taking the AP exam, sorry, the AP courses and everything in the 9th, 10th grade, because they don't know how to study. They don't know how to create a study plan. They don't know how to take effective notes. So the notes taking has to be so effective that a day before the exam, you just need to look at your notes and revise. They don't know how to do that. They keep it everything in the last minute. They don't know how to they don't have test taking strategies. So these are some things that we also teach, which is what is very important for them, right? So in the middle school, I suggest you do that. Academically, your child will take over. That is not a problem. But building that critical thinking, logical reasoning, and problem solving skills is very, very, very important. And it's reflected in my own children. Okay, so I would make them sit. And also on Amazon, you get Think Fast, a lot of like board games and everything. Don't think that they're wasting their time. Anything that is device free and they're using their brain is very, very important, because when it comes to APs and doing research, they lack the deep learning. They lack that concentration to sit still for 20 minutes to study. Right? So that is something that I want you to enforce. And it doesn't matter which grade your child is, it should be disciplined. The 1 hour of concentrated studying has to be there for my students. I build it. I in fact make them sign a contract with me like that. Okay. So they can come back from school, do all their social media, TikTok, talk to kids, everything. I give them an hour for that, right? Let them do all the junk work there. But then when they are studying, it has to be pure, unadulterated time to study. There is no shortcut in this world. They have to develop that discipline. They cannot like just be surface learners. They have to dig deep, problem solve, and everything, right? So that's what you need to build in them. Any questions, please? chat them away. This is something that I live really live by. Okay, I've applied it on my own children, so I know that. Okay, so yeah, where was I? Sorry about that. I'm just going to get to it. Okay, so let's go into freshman year. I'm going to just start quickly, like year by year, how you can do it. And I'm going to zero it down, don't worry. In the freshman year, it's good for them to find their specific interest. They don't know what they want to do, but it's okay. Let them try. Let them try, and also like if they don't like it, they can stop it. And if learning effective learning strategies and study skills are very important. Okay, and check out the activities, right? Okay, I want to try this. I want to try these two activities. I want to see if it works or not. That is the freshman year. Okay, then in the sophomore year, you take it up a notch. Challenge yourself with AP classes, honors, look for some leadership opportunities, plan for summer, build a tentative college list, okay? And typically in the sophomore January is when I recommend them to start with a standardized test, okay? And oftentimes I've seen students like having postponed it to the end of the junior year, right? Because the end of the junior year needs to be focused on applying to colleges. So you need to start early, the sophomore year, in January, and it only takes like 3 to 4 months to prepare for the SAT and take your first attempt. The student takes the first attempt at the end of the 10th grade. Okay, they're just joining the junior year. And also, please don't think that they need to get the perfect score in the first attempt. It's some students are not good test takers, so it takes multiple attempts for them to perfect that score. So that is why you need to start early so that you have enough time. You've taken at least 1 or 2 tests so that you can, when you come to your NMSQT or PSAT, you can nail the PSAT. Right? I know a lot of students who would have nailed the PSAT, but they didn't start early and they went blindly there, right? So that's very important. Next is in the junior year, you take the PSAT in October. So PSAT is NMSQT, National Merit Scholarship Qualifying Test, that helps you. If you get into that, then a lot of colleges are like 50% off, like University of Southern California is 50% off, and a lot of schools, okay? And also you need to take up the academics a notch, fine tune the extracurricular activities, drop some that are not working with your profile, like focus on some that are really doing good. Building your profile, like your resume, your creative writing skills, planning for summer, looking for internship opportunities. And also, let me tell you, the brain is growing. The left part of the brain, the logical problem solving part of the brain, is still growing. So a certain courses need to only be taken in the junior and the senior year, not in the sophomore year. I recommend physics being taken in the junior year. Even before that, the thing is the problem solving skills are not developed. So certain courses like a lot of calculus, statistics, I recommend them taking in the junior year and later. Okay. And then in the senior year, of course, senior year is very important. We start our college applications in May is the time that they're busy with the AP exams. So we start June first week. June first week to like October end, November is the UC application. Then my BSMD, the medical applications, they go on till December end and January 1st. Okay, like applying to colleges before the required deadlines, continuing with activities. It's 12th grade is like really hard. I feel really bad for the high school students, right? So what I do is I make them, I compress a lot of my college applications during the summer, so that, see, summer they're not going to school. We complete about 75 or 80% of our application deliverables during the summer, so that when they go to the 12th grade, they would have piled on to their AP classes. They can focus on school. At that time, we only work on getting the teacher recommendations and fine tuning the application and submitting. So this is how we plan for all 4 years. Okay, so I have a knowledge check for you guys. Who do you think the colleges prefer? A, great grades and test scores, very predictable average activities, or average grades, no, or sometimes very good grades, exceptional activities, passion projects, and research. Which one do you think colleges prefer, A or B? Yeah, it's a quiz. If you're multitasking, please come back. Um, please come back and answer this quick yes. Okay. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, very good. The answer is they. It's not just academic prowess. They want exceptional activities as well. Academics, along with exceptional activities. If you're applying to a highly selective school like Duke or MIT or Harvard or Stanford and everything, your child is capable of. But it's playing the game right. It's a game of chess. It's a game of strategy, right? So you need to be like laser focused on how you build your profile to land in them. It is possible. I've seen students doing that. Okay. Now next, I'm going to focus on scholarships. This common myth about paying for colleges, that is Ivy Leagues offering merit aid. Okay, Ivy Leagues are the most expensive that is there, and they rarely provide merit aid. Okay, and also please don't misconstrue that a child needs to have perfect grade to win scholarships. Okay, I've had students who are just about average who had like that one thing that they did really, really good in their extracurricular activities that got them a lot of scholarships. Okay, for example, my student, she didn't have great grades. Okay, but she never gave up. She didn't have great grades or test score. She never gave up. She did research on effect of turmeric on immunology. She was very passionate about immunology and everything. That research paper got published, and she got into the BSDO program in Nova Southeastern with 84K scholarship. I mean, it was mind blowing how much money she got from there. Okay, so it's a perfect. It's not like they need to have a perfect score. It's also the impact that they do that is very, very important. Okay. And these are the type of scholarships that are available for international students for need-based. Let me tell you something about need-based. Most of us here have an income of over 150K combined. So we don't qualify for need-based scholarships. There are two kinds of scholarships. Need-based is when your income is very, very low. I had a mom who approached me. She was single mom, divorced. She had 85K income. So she qualifies for the need-based scholarship. Okay. Um, but us, if we are more than 150, I recommend my students not to apply for FAFSA or CSS only when needed. You know what FAFSA and CSS do? They're collecting all your financial information, right? You go and tell them what you're worth. You have to, because it's like it'll dig out everything out of you. And then you go and ask them for merit aid. They are like, why do you need merit aid? You have so much income, you have so much property, you've saved so much, right? So that is a trick that I do, is not hand over all my financial information to colleges only if it's needed, only if my child, if they need for something, I do that. But California students have to submit the FAFSA and CSS. There's no escaping there. I didn't fill out for my older son, and he got a lot of scholarships from everywhere. Okay, there are full ride scholarship, full tuition scholarship. So I had this student who wanted to do actuarial science. Actuarial science is that in that insurance they predict the all those things, right? So he got into University of Nebraska with full tuition, full tuition. Okay, so all he has to pay is room and board. Got it? And he got full tuition into that. Full ride is something when they give your staying expenses, living expenses, which is very, very rare. Most of colleges don't do that. But still, it's a great deal. It was completely waived off, and that's how it is. And also, I had another student who got into Cornell. Okay, but the dad was a cardiologist. So he got zero merit aid from Cornell. Cornell is about 90K a year. 90K times four is like, how much is it? I'm losing myself. See, it's a lot of money. Like 360K or something. And he didn't get a dime, right? But he got into University of San Diego, full tuition, and the dad said, only have to pay 200. So I don't really care if it's an Ivy. I'm sending my son to University of San Diego, and he's there, and he only is paying $200 to go there, right? So that is what it is. You have all those kind of options, but ultimately it's your decision. I was like kind of sad. I was like, no, 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 it's such a great future to go to Cornell. He'll do exceptionally well and everything, but it's up to then my husband is like, see, your job is to give them the best option, then it's for the students and the parents to decide, right? And then there's community service scholarships. There are a lot of scholarships that are there. Scholarship based on SAT, ACT, on or academics. The free scholarship guide that I'm going to give you is an on-demand course. You'll see all these details in there, right? You will see all these. Then there are athletic scholarships and everything. But the best scholarships are won by what the school, which college that you're going to, the honors college and everything. That is the most scholarship that you get, right? My students got 37,000 from Hofstra. Okay, 37,000 a year. That's nearly 160K that you get, right? So that is how we build that. And also, please don't think that you have to stay in state only. No, out of state colleges also sometimes what they will do is instead of giving scholarships, they'll tell you, hey, I will give you an in-state fee. Okay, meaning like you will just pay, it'll be similar to whatever in-state that you're paying. So please don't like limit yourself to certain schools. Go out and apply everywhere. That's what I tell my going to be seniors. It's like throw everything against the wall and see which one sticks, and then make a decision, right? I don't. This is how I build profiles: brave, brash, and it always works. Like try everywhere, even if you're a student on visa. I will go over that. I wanted to create a whole new presentation on that as well. When it comes up, I'll share. Please join my Facebook group when I create that exclusively for students on visa, because it needs a different kind of knowledge that is needed and all that. So my students, about 30 to 40% are on the visa. So what will happen is you will qualify for a lot of scholarships, but certain scholarship that say it's for citizens, you will not qualify. That's perfectly fine, right? And as a student on H4 or dependent visa, you qualify for in-state fees in your school, in your state, that is Arizona. But please don't stop from applying from other schools. If your profile is so good, they will throw money at you. They'll offer you money and welcome you on a red carpet. So that's also there. So please don't think that they will not consider it. They will make exceptions and everything. And I know students who had like terrible visa issues, who got into like went to SLU, went to so many schools, and got very good scholarships. Okay. So any questions about the scholarships, please type them. I will share the on-demand course with you. Okay. So, like I said, H1, L1B, green card, US citizen, it doesn't matter. There are certain programs that the H1B cannot apply, which is the BSMD, because the MD, they expect a doctor to be a citizen, right? So, but there are still colleges that allow that. You can go to a remote place to do that, because that place, they may not be getting a lot of doctors, and so they will process your visa. So there's always opportunity in this country. So please don't limit yourself, okay? And also, these are some private scholarships. They are scholarships that are not given by the school, they're given from like big organizations like Google, Dell. Coca-Cola is a very popular scholarship, Society for Women Engineers, this Posse scholarship, and everything that I make my students apply to. It means like 10,000 essays, but also it's very, very competitive. Like I would like to say, like over a million people apply for this, right? So, but there's nothing wrong. It's an experience. There are a lot of private scholarships as well. So how are you doing now? Did I overwhelm you with a lot of information? Let's just quickly digest everything. And if you have any questions, please type them away. I will address them. And let me know how you're doing. Are you learning? My husband often makes fun of me. He's like, why do you even have like 80 slides? I'm like, I have so much to convey. How can I compress that in like 10 or 20, right? So that's what you get, like the most information that is not available on Google or anything. That is what I like to do is share as much information with everyone as possible, okay? And I'm just going to post my Facebook group. You can join there. Okay, I'm just going to continue with my presentation. Just want to take a breather. Okay. Oh, come on. Okay. Okay. So yeah, let me just okay. I'm just almost done. I'll address your questions. So how are you doing? I'm so sorry about the slide. Okay, so we have our own unique solution that as a college counselor, in order to keep my license and my practice, I have to visit colleges and I have to talk to a lot of admission officers, and I've built a unique program to help students with that. Okay, so we have upcoming summer program. I offer research. What I've seen is admissions officers like to see research in a student's profile. Okay, and like I said, you have to show outcome, results, and impact. And like this is something that is a very, very unique program that has been growing. And I wanted to offer a buffet of subjects for my high school students. So I hired a consulting company, and I hired a lot of university professors who run this program. So basically, they work with two professors. One is a research professor and expert, and then they work with a creative writer, and then they learn deeply about the subject, and then they write a 4,000-word research paper that I help them submit for publishing. And over 100 students have gotten the paper published, and we are seeing that students who have the published profile, they are doing very, very well as well. Okay. So here are some of the research topics that we have: cancer, neurology, disease profiling, AI, nanoscience, and bioinformatics. So they are all unique programs. They all are with like university professors from University of Southern California, ASU. I have a teacher from ASU. She teaches nanoscience. Okay. I also offer college counseling. I've broken up into med and non-med because they're completely different counseling that you have to do. So for non-med, it is like students applying to computer science, business, actuarial science, aerospace, all that fall under that. Then BSMD and medical counseling, the pre-med, they all fall under that. Then I have some unique programs that I've developed. Author and publishing a book. This is very, like I said, you always have to create profiles that top 1% students create and not 99%, right? So author and publishing a book is something that my students do exceptionally well. You can go to my YouTube channel and check out that. So we make them write write a book, and we help them publish it, and I help market that book for them. Okay, it's so wonderful, creative, poetry, writing, everything. And like you can't just tell a child to like go improve your writing, right? So we make them do that. Creating a passion project. Like I said, anything that you want to build, we have it. Like it's like a whole a zoo or a menagerie. Whatever you want to do, we are here to help you. That kind of a thing. Okay, and we tell the parents to be unapologetically ambitious for your child. Yes, absolutely. Please don't be of the impression that, oh my God, I'm pushing my child. No, you're not pushing your child. You're like trying to show them a direction, right? If you don't push them, what, your neighbor's going to come and push them? Nah, don't think about it like that. Okay. And also developing study skills. I do that because I started my practice as a study skills coach. Okay, and that's all I did for the first year, is to help students whose grades were really, really poor, who had social skills and everything. And I applied all my skills that I learned from Peg Dawson and everything, and I saw a tremendous improvement in my students. So that's something that I haven't let go. We do offer uh, we do offer a lot of study skills and everything, and custom offer it as well. I also run internship programs. We run social media internships, where we try to train students in creating like social media posts, and also like place them in businesses, so that, and also if they're applying for the business major, like Ross Business School in Michigan, they ask for a business plan. So they need that kind of experience. You cannot lie or fluff in the application. So we make students go and work for like small businesses where they create their business plan. I give them the template. They work with the CEO and build up this one. And then research interns, my students who have finished their research, they come back to help and mentor the other students. Then software intern, I had a cybersecurity course, but a research program. Unfortunately, that professor moved to India. So I cannot continue with that because colleges like to see university professors from the US. He was exceptional in Villanova. His parents got sick, so he went to IIT Jammu. Like, right? So unfortunately, I had to not have that program, but he was exceptional in cybersecurity. And we created a software internship where they would go and audit a company to check if it's secure or not. If you have a business, we will give you these interns for free. They'll come and check your security and everything. I like creating all these kinds of crazy programs for kids. Okay, so, and guess what? I'm not in the corporate world. I don't have a boss. I can create them. If you have any ideas, please share them with me. We can definitely create a program. Okay, I run hackathons. We have volunteering intern. They work with like volunteering organizations and help them with different things and get those hours and everything. I mean, we try to connect everybody here. So please join my group. I have a lot of information. I also have a nonprofit initiative called Inspire Youth. I run sustainability initiatives. Like it's like you can start and stop anytime you want. It's a 30-day challenge where we expect a student to sort of practice sustainability, and we have a website where we will post the child's blog if they have written, or any project we have, we post that. If you are a nonprofit, you want to do sustainability, we have all these projects we want to build. This is like completely free of charge. Okay, you will see all these projects that my students have created. So that's something that is my passion, sustainability. And also, if they want to like do it in a group, they're also welcome to do that, right? And a student has a very unique talent that they want to share with other kids, we do that. Like I have a student who loves watercolor and everything. So we organized a program where kids came and drew all those kind of greeting cards, and I made them mail it to hospitals and all that. So we do a lot of nonprofit work. You can check out everything in Gifted Gabber. And I just want to show you how this whole thing works, right? So this is an acceptance letter. If a admission officer handwrites your acceptance, that means they really want you. Okay, you can even call them and ask them for more money. And that's another thing that is so unique about my counseling is when my students get money, I ask my parents to go and ask for more money as well, because there's nothing wrong in asking. Colleges have money, right? I had a student who was a US citizen but was in India, applied to MICA. MICA is Maryland Institute of College of Arts. He did get scholarship. Then I told them like, hey, you go and tell them that Ukraine did happen, and the plane charges are going to be more. So the parent called and asked the admissions officer, and they got about another 21,000 more. So there are so many things that you can do in this admission process. Okay, I just want to read this admissions officer letter. It says, I enjoyed reviewing your application, and the admissions committee was impressed by your innovative projects and research prowess. Okay, at Duke, you can continue innovating in makerspace like Foundry and through programs like Duke STEAM. So you see what colleges are looking for, right? The admissions committee is looking for that wonderfully juicy apple, right? And that is how you go about doing your students' profile. Okay. And okay, so the question is, have you gained clarity about the college process? Yeah, please let me know. Okay. Yeah, and yeah, I'm going to give you the link because I may forget. Otherwise, hold on a minute. This is, I will share everything with Venkat Garu. Okay, so I will share everything so that he can share with you. So here is, here, please register, please save this. So this is a free scholarship scholarship course. You'll have all the details like the fundamentals of scholarship, like the cost of college, okay, and who offers merit aid, strategies for applying, full list of scholarship, everything you'll find, how to build a resume, cover letter, like all the resources. They're very important. Please enroll in this, and it's an on-demand course that you will be able to access. Okay, I think I am done with my presentation. Yes.
Yeah, very good, Andy. Thank you so much. Coach Joe. Like before we start the questions and answers, like I would like to thank you for your time. Like this is very useful, I think, like for all the parents, they will ouch on that. And also for the parents, so really appreciated you joining. And as a India Association, like we did this only for the community, and then just we always try to do this one, like not only the education and then just anything which is useful. Definitely, just we are the cultural, we promote the culture and all this also. Like there are so many other organizations who do that very well, right? So, but the India Association, we work with the council office and as well as the local elected officials, as well as the community leaders as well, right? So, for being that said, I think it is really very helpful this 2 hours presentation, like just whatever the 1 hour, and then just you are going to have all these questions and answers. So here today, like I would like to thank a few individuals, like just who are here from India Association, right? So Rupesh Rajkaran, like who is the main one, like just who started the Zoom and everything, like just he's here. He's the secretary for India Association of Phoenix. And actually, Sri Kumar Nambiar, he's our president. But unfortunately, he got the emergency call from the office, so he could not participate much, right? So Radhika Shiva, she's our past president, and she's always active and helpful. Govind Agarwal, he was past treasurer, he's also here. So thanks to all of them, right? So for being here, like on Sunday evening. And so one request, Coach Joe, right? So if anybody is coming from Phoenix and then just saying that like they are coming from India Association of Phoenix, we expect you to give some discount for them.
Absolutely, sir.
Yes.
Absolute
So,
discount. And also if it's a non-profit, I would like to donate because
mm,
I do it was my 50th birthday. So I wanted to give 5,000 in
mm,
non-profit. So please I would like to
yeah,
donate money.
we'll take that. That's we are all for that, right?
Sure, sure,
So
sure. So yes, sir. Please let me know your
yeah,
let me know your thing and I will mail you the check. Yeah.
yeah, definitely. And so I think, being that said, I think thank you all for joining today. And then just let's have the questions and answers. And just please feel free to ask any questions. And then, moreover, like the material, whatever we receive, we will share with all of you. And that's not an issue, right? So, but even if like for any reason, if your question is not answered, I think she's always available on Facebook and the social media. And then if, yeah, just I think we are here in case if you need any help as well.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay, so the question asks, what is the most important of the 12 factors to focus on? So yes, the main important thing would be like, it depends on which grade you're in. I would say, of course, grades, test scores, and extracurricular activities, which are unique, is something that you should focus on. Okay. Excellent question. Let me just go to the next one. Okay. Community Service Scholarship. Is that like the Presidential Community Service Award? See, the PVSA award is something that you get. Okay. You can use the PVSA award. There are certain community service awards that are there exclusively honoring such students. You will see that in the scholarship course. Okay. So that's a different kind of scholarship that you get. Okay, can you share some of the book names, links? Yeah. I will share that, Ram. It's a wonderful author program. I'm just going to share. You can see that all in my YouTube channel. Students who have come and present, and also another thing that I teach kids is communication, how to present, how to give an elevator pitch, and all that is all in my YouTube. You'll see all the presentations. Okay, great. My other question, my son is in fourth grade and now I see is mostly arts and a bit of science. Thanks for your info. Gave me a wake up call to start preparing for high school so he can tackle it more. Can you share pointers on the situation? I will incorporate 20 building activities as you. Perfect. So fourth grade, this is what I did, right? My son got into the gifted program when I was in New Jersey. Having a high IQ is very, very important. 129, 130 IQ. This is something that I emphasize on, that you don't build IQ by just solving math and science. You need to develop critical thinking and problem solving skills that are going to help them like throughout their journey. Okay, a gifted child needs 1 to 5 repetition to learn a concept, but an average child who's not gifted needs 5 to 8 repetitions to master a concept. So this is like very, very baseline. Like if your child is in fourth grade, fourth grade, then there are things, there's something called as Think Fast. It is on Amazon. They have like wonderful board games like hoppers and everything. So for a fourth grader, you cannot just make them study, but you need to make them like problem solve. I had so many books. If you were near me, I would have given it to you. Like even that Snake and Ladder, like the Connect Four, like a lot of like puzzles and everything. Like the hand, the fine motor skill coordination is very, very important. And experiments, take them to museums, like expose them. Device should be like rationed, right? So that's what needs to be done in the fourth grade. Okay, thank you. Yes, we'll share the recording. Absolutely, I'll put it in the YouTube and send it to Venkat Garu. And also, yeah, if would like to absolutely please join my Facebook group. We have over nearly 10,000 people. I have a whole team that works with me. My website you can check out. I don't like to overly market myself. You will find me, Gifted Gabber. You can join my Instagram. The best compliment that I got from a student when I was in a party is, Joe, you know what? I saw all your videos, your Instagram, YouTube, and I built my own profile for college. So I'm like, wonderful. Please go ahead, right? If I could personally connect you for college admission scholarship and athletic scholarship, how do I connect you? Please on my website, giftedgabber.com. And also, if you want to schedule a call with me, let me just put that link. I have a link that you can schedule a call with me as well. So yes, and every Thursday I do a Q&A. You can join me at 9 p.m., which will be 6 o'clock your time. So any question that you have, you just come over there. There is a thing. What type of internship available for finance major? I don't have anybody with finance, but let me tell you something that building a model for crypto or looking at the stock market and developing your own app or something for finance or creating a YouTube channel, all those are important. What my son did was, he didn't get into Harvard when he was interviewing, but then the person who interviewed from Harvard ran a hedge fund company. So he went and interned there. So you just need to go around asking people for internships. Okay, can you please go pricing for college counseling? So it depends on the grade P. You can schedule a call, go over my website and check it out. It depends on which grade it is, whether you want one-on-one or anything. I have the best tutors and educators. For applying to colleges, I have an ex-admission officer who does only personal statement, and I have university professors to review the supplemental essays. So it depends on which grade you are and what is it that you need. Everything is available on my website. Where can I find the list of regional counselor for Arizona State for different schools, especially for IBs? You can just go to their website like Duke and look at the regional admission officer. It is there. And we recommend not to get in touch with them. Do not do that, okay? But they'll come and visit your school as well. There will be like college fairs in your school. You will do that. You can just go there and put your location and you will be able to see that. Okay. Do you assist with pre-med school students with medical school admissions? I'm sorry, I'm a high school college counselor. My mentor, please reach out to me on Facebook, send me a message. My mentor, Clark, mentors. It needs a specialized counseling to apply to med school. He's an amazing mentor who helps with MCAT as well. Please chat me and I will share his information with you. Okay. My son is IQ of 145. Amazing. We plan to have him in a private school in AZ for high school. Is this a good idea? See, the thing is, I need to see what the private school is offering. I need to see the program of study. I need to see how and what enrichment your child is going to give, right? So I need to to like assess that and deeply research to provide you an answer. So what is your goal for getting into private school? It's to give him enrichment, right? Enrichment and enhancement. So you need to see what is the offering in the school. What is it that they're giving that is so different from a public school, right? So you need to like measure it, measure that. So like have two columns, like public versus private. What is that extra thing your child is getting? Quantify that. Is it AP courses? How many AP courses is your child going to graduate at the end of being in the private school? What kind of enrichment is he getting? Are you getting some special internship program? Are they going to help you plan for college? See that. Like you need to measure every one of them and then make that decision, right? So that's very important. Okay, you mentioned IQ test. Can you repeat a bit about that and the resources for it? Great. So let me Google and find out. My son is grown up, so I had so many books. Okay, it's you get books. I will please when I send Venkat Garu, I'll send you the IQ book as well. Let me see if I can find it in my drive. I'm so sorry. I am like so scattered. Okay, hold on a minute. So basically, you can take a printout of this. Wait. Okay, so this is the book that I have. I will share this with you. So what you do is you just take a printout of 1 or 2 pages and make your child do it. Okay, so like pieces of the puzzle and all that. If you see here, which number is the odd one out, they have to find some recognition and everything. What is the missing section and all that. I have a whole book and everything. I will share that with you. Okay, and not just these books. You can go to Five Below and everywhere to sort of. Let me go to Amazon. Um, I'm sorry, Amazon, and get you. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm just going all over the place. I apologize. Okay, critical thinking books for SCAT. I'm just going to say SCAT. Okay, SCAT is a assessment test. Um, they should literally be workbooks. Okay, so all these kind of analogies. I have this. Okay, math analysis for critical thinking for school. Oh, so SCAT is the exam that I was talking about, school and college ability test. So basically, you can apply for the Johns Hopkins. My son was part of the gifted program. Okay, John's they removed that CTY. So he was part of the Center for Talented Youth. Okay, so in for this you've got to be but write this SCAT test. Okay, SCAT test. So this prepares for you. There is math analogies for critical thinking, and then there's language analogies, right? So I want you to spend some time on these kind of COGAT is another assessment test that they do. Prepare for it. Like it's not like your child is not any less smart because they didn't make it to the gifted program or anything, but it's just the act of sitting and concentrating and trying to solve the problem. Because my younger son didn't make it, and he used to tell himself that he was not any smart, and he used to compare himself with his rock star older brother, right? But he is exceptional in his own way. Okay, but he always said, "No, I want to go and get tested and all that stuff." So it's just preparing for the test is going to help you. Because in the beginning, I was in New Jersey and I used to go and ask the gifted teacher, "What is it? What are you doing here?" So that's when she explained to me, and you will see like different things that are measured. Their metacognition. Metacognition is questioning. The spatial recognition. All that is like kind of a test that is very important in the future for high school studies. Okay. So yeah, that's something that's important. Okay. Any other questions? You can, I think, unmute yourself and ask away. Unmute yourself. That will also be good. Yeah. Any questions? Okay. No other questions?
Yeah, hi, I'm Deekshita. I'm 11th grade student at Basis Scottsdale.
Mhm.
And so basically I play cricket in US and I am trying out for the USA team. So for unpopular sports like cricket in the US, how can you apply to athletic scholarships?
You need to look if there are some specific scholarships for cricket alone, which is a little rare, but you've got to highlight cricket. My student also was part of the cricket. It's a very atypical extracurricular activity. Okay, if you are curious, I have another presentation that I'm going to show you about. I mean, this was a very high level, but I'm going to dig a little bit deeper and you're going to have an aha moment. Okay, so I'm just going to show you uh, another layer that colleges are looking for. I came out with a very generic, but I'm going to show you something that will make sense. Okay, so hold on one second. Where is that presentation? Okay, so I'm just quickly going to go over. It's just a couple of slides. Okay, so we got that essential questions. We got that. So what are colleges exactly looking for? They're looking for an uncommon profile. You have to be in the top 1%. So being a cricket a player, you have a very rare extracurricular activity. Okay, but I'm not so sure where the cricket scholarships are. They could be like private scholarships from cricket clubs, because cricket is not a D1 or a D2 sport in the US colleges, but you need to look for scholarships in cricket. Okay, if it's not there, then we need to ask these associations to start a cricket scholarship to encourage girls and thing. Okay, does that answer your question?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, then another thing that colleges are looking for is self-directed, risk-taking learners. Okay, they have to be like, for example, this girl who just came over, she's got an amazing profile. She went and played cricket. Colleges love that. Okay, so that is something. And then they're looking for atypical, like different, like rare kind of extracurricular activities. Okay, then the 6 steps. I mean, this is my formula that I use. 6 steps to building a killer profile. Number one is grades. We know that. There's no negotiating there. Then there is test score. Next is an atypical extracurricular activity. You can even show rare talent and activism. Okay. I had a student, I get all kinds of students, which is so wonderful. Like, there's never a dull moment. So this girl wanted to promote gender equality, right? So what did she do? She started a book club. You may think, what? Book club? Ah, right? But what she did in the book club was they read those gender equality, gender fluid kind of books, which are not very mainstream, but they're targeted towards young teens. She got students to read the book, discuss, brainstorm, exercise their opinion. See, she showed her activity. It was an outcome, right? So that's something that colleges like to think. It's not like you need to find the cure for cancer, but something as simple, impactful is good. And then passion project. Passion project is something that you've done tangibly, like you created a project, right? So that is something, anything that's done outside the four walls of the classroom, they love to see that, okay? And then they want you to demonstrate a rare intellectual quality. If you're applying to Stanford, their second supplemental essay is, can you tell us a time where you showed your intellectual curiosity, right? So like doing research falls into that, right? If you're going into like the top 25 colleges applying to the BSMD program, they're looking whether you're capable of academically enhancing yourself. Okay, so that means like you have to show, again, you have to show results. It's not enough if you have test scores and grades. It's like the third dimension that you have to do, right? You have to show that. And especially if you're applying to like computer science or some STEM related, then you need to have an activity that shows that you're an expert in that. Okay, so that is what they're looking for, specialization in an area. Okay, like internships, specialized projects, trying to be a subject matter expert. So this is the secret to success for college. Okay, great. Any other questions? I'm so sorry, I went on a rant. Please unmute yourself and ask away. No? Okay. Okay, if there are no other questions, oh, sorry, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
So you mentioned, I mean, you went over research opportunities that you have and internship opportunities that you have. So are these all like paid, or is it
Yes.
separate? Yeah. Okay.
Yes. See, the thing is, I'll tell you about the paid and the unpaid. The colleges don't look any differently because I'm invited as a recommender for a student. I can recommend a student if they're not my counseling student who have gone through my research program. And I have entered MIT's recommendation where I had to tell how much I charged for it, right? And it had no negative impact. And let me tell you, these professors are extremely busy. They're not going to do anything for free. So our course that we've created, we have to give the university professor whose charges are like $400, $500 an hour. And then we have a creative writing expert. So yes, it's a paid program, right? But we have, I wanted to offer a buffet. So I'm offering that with the, it's very hard to get professors who work with high school students, right? So I have artificial intelligence. She is a professor from University of Maryland. I have a disease modeling. She's a full professor from Bethel University. Neuroscience is from a professor from University of Southern California. The students do research in neurodegenerative diseases. I have research in cancer. It's by a professor from Wayne State University, and nanoscience is by a professor from ASU, Arizona State University. Okay, business, again, it has to be done with a university professor. Okay, and they won't come for free, or they don't have the patience to work with high school students because they get grants and everything. So yes, it's typically a paid program if you're looking for them. But we're very honest, right? We don't
Yeah.
have to.
Uh,
No impact on college admission for that.
okay. A follow up to that. Do you have something for like not like AI is very specific, right? Other like engineering student. Uh,
Nano. So nano and also if you are near ASU, she'll allow you to her lab. Nano is something that is for engineering, okay? And also this environmental engineering that they can do in that. So my students who are aspiring for engineering, they pick up nano.
okay. Uh,
Okay.
but
And
nano goes a lot into okay, chemistry kind of. Okay.
no, it's everything. Nano is like a beautiful
Yeah, like the bio part will.
yeah.
My
Yeah.
daughter is
So
not into the bio part of it, so she's like she doesn't want to do anything related to biology.
no
So
problem. This is not biology. This is it. You can look at my YouTube. You will see my students having presented here. This girl like smashed it. Okay, like I'm telling you, these kids like they blow me away every time. If you see here, she did. If you see here, you can go there and see what research she did. Okay,
Mhm.
she did evolution of nanoparticle based. She did it in malarial drugs. But the sky is the limit for these kids. They can pick and work with the professors. Okay, and the kids and the beauty of this whole thing is the kids drive it. You get it, right? So we tell the children that it doesn't matter what topic you do, or you change your topic 10 times. We want you to learn. Okay. And they are so amazing. Like working with a university professor is their whole everything changes working with them. Yeah. And that's something that I wanted to offer. So I have that.
Yeah, it's an interesting opportunity. And how much background do they expect for the kid to have?
Nothing, no, except for neuro and cancer is complicated. So that's
Mm.
why we only allow juniors. But no, you have to be a high school student. That's it. We don't do any prerequisites for research.
Thank you.
Yeah, the whole intention is for them to learn, right? So why do we need to have so many roadblocks and like conditions, right? Come learn and contribute. Oh, by the way, the beauty of it is I help them publish their research paper, which they can put it in their college applications. So that is my specialty. There is this journal that accepts research papers from high school students. So I guide them into writing a 4,000-word research paper that we then help them submit for publishing. It takes about 4 to 6 months to get published. But once it gets published, it will be there on this journal, and you can put the DOI link in the resume. Get it? So that's why this is so important. I can show you my students' resume. She got in like just about every college that was there. She did 3 research papers with us. And if you see here, she puts that in her, she's put it in her resume. So we do some really curious, out of the box kind of thinking with our students. And yeah, it's lovely. Research is I've had over 300 to 350 students from the past 4 years, and they've all done amazing. Okay. Yeah. Any other questions?
I think nobody has any more questions, so I think just we can close this session. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you. And so we will be in touch. And then so please share your details and the presentation. And so that way, like I can share with everyone else.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to thank every one of you. I'm a pranic healer, so I'm going to bless you, bless your projects, bless your finances, bless your children. Okay, and you're exceptional parents. You spent your Sunday evening learning to help your child. So that is like very, very paramount. So I want to wish you well, and I want your child to be like massively successful. So thank you.
Thank you all.